Everyone, how y'all doing? By the title of this video, you guys already know what we're going to be talking about. Now, for those of you that follow me on this channel for more than 4 months now, because apparently my subscriber count has just went off up the roof, you guys might know that I used to play Overwatch on this channel. I love Overwatch, I love everything about it, except for a few things, but aside from that, I think Overwatch is a good game. I think overall, I love the art style, I love the way it plays. I just wish some characters were stronger than others because they desperately need it. But hey, let's just leave that for later. But yes, by the title of the video, you guys can already tell we're going to be talking about a particular problem within Overwatch, the game itself. Now, of course, no big Overwatch YouTubers are talking about this. Fucking no way, dude. What big Overwatch YouTubers? What the fuck are you talking about? No one's talking about this shit. Fucking no way. By the way, I'm sorry if I swear a lot in this video. It's just who I am, man. The GOATS meta, or more specifically, the Overwatch League using the GOATS meta so much. Now, I play Overwatch online. I'm not amazingly good at it. The highest SR I've ever had in Overwatch was 2612. That was the highest I've ever had. So I'm not fucking 4,000 or not top 500, but I at least know how to play the game very decently. So Overwatch has this problem called the GOATS meta. For those of you that don't know what the GOATS meta are, it's pretty much an acronym, or not really an acronym, but it's a different name for a composition called 3-3. 3-3 is essentially 3 healers, 3 supports, or 3 supports, 3 tanks. I can't believe I got 3 healers and supports the same way. Could you imagine playing with 6 supports in an Overwatch League game? That would be fucking hype. But yeah, essentially, your composition is going to derive of a few characters. It's going to compose of a few characters. It's always going to be Zarya, Reinhardt, or Winston, depends on the situation, or depends on the map you're playing, or depends on the enemy's comp, and Deva. You can switch out Deva for a Sombra, but we'll get into that later. And in terms of like healers, you can really, it's kind of predictable what kind of healers they're going to go with. It's always a Zenyatta, it's always a Brig, and it's always a Lucio. Now, for certain situations, you can go with a Baptiste, but why would you do that? Alright, let's just talk about Overwatch League, because I really want to get into that. I'm a really big fan of Overwatch, so I obviously, tune in to every time the Overwatch League games happen. My favorite team, of course, being San Francisco Shock, because it's not like I was Florida Mayhem before they went down, God rest their soul. I realized that I was watching this game with my dad, and my dad doesn't know anything about the esports league. He's a good old-fashioned stick and ball kind of guy, stick ball kind of guy, So when we were watching this on Twitch for the very first time, because he wanted to know a little bit more about the esports league, and I was genuinely surprised that my father wanted to know a little bit more about what I liked, so we watched Overwatch League. That was the biggest mistake I've ever made in my life, and you will find out why. My dad is the kind of person that, hey, he will watch baseball no matter what. But when it comes to video games and you have to explain it to your father, god damn, I had to do so much explaining. Not really as much as I thought I should, but it's still a lot. So I explained to my dad, oh yeah, this is the way the games usually play. They will explain kind of how the maps would play, etc., etc. And he genuinely got, a hold of it. He was like, oh, okay, so if you play on 2CP, it's pretty much you have to capture these 2 points to win, etc. I was genuinely amazed that my father could actually figure that out, because usually most dads, whenever it comes to technology, they don't know a hell of a lot, and I will admit that. So we were sitting down there, we were watching Overwatch League on the couch, we were watching that on fucking Twitch and shit, and he noticed a pattern, and he asked me, hey, how many characters are in these games? And I tell him, oh, it's almost 30 characters, 30 plus characters, and he goes, oh, okay. Why are they only playing these 6? I couldn't answer him. I legit could not answer him. I told him, oh, it's part of the meta. It's part of, like, if you don't play these characters, you genuinely will not win. And he legit wanted to see more of this game. He wanted to see more of Overwatch. He actually wanted to see more top plays. And I agree with him. I want to see more of the old Overwatch League. For those of you that don't know, we used to have the dive meta. The dive meta was genuinely... It was a meta for a very long time, but here's the thing. It was so random, it was so unpredictable, it was good. It wasn't like the GOATS meta we have right now, because I can predict if both teams has 6 supports, I can predict which one, what super or what ultimate will come out first. First, you either have a Brig ultimate. You will either have a Brig ultimate. And then you will have a Graviton Surge. And depending on what your comp consists of, you can have you can either have a Primal Rage, or it depends on, you know, what comp you're running. If you're running a Winston, it's a Primal Rage. If it's a Reinhardt, it's an Earth Shatter. And then after that Earth Shatter, depending on if it hit everyone, then you can't really do a whole lot, and that's where the run is. That's where the run is over. But if you did not manage to get either the Zenyatta or the Lucio, either one of them will do their ults. The Zenyatta will do his Transcendence, and the Lucio will do his Sound Barrier. And then after that, the Deva will do her bomb. I just predicted that. That is how I just predicted that shit. Now, I got no problem with the Ghost comp, but every time I see a team use Sombra for a scout and they come back and they change to, like, I don't know, a fucking Deva or some shit, my heart breaks. My heart breaks. I love Sombra. I think she has all the potential in the world to destroy the GOATS meta. Here's the problem. If you have a Deva on your team, she counters Sombra so goddamn well.
Oh, but Noble! Can't Sombra just hack Deva?
Yeah, but Deva can just turn around and hit her once. And her hacking ability is on cooldown for 2 seconds. She can legit do that. And before the Sombra even gets that cooldown, she's probably even dead, because, I mean, it's a Sombra, right? I love Sombra. It's just, what I think they should do with Sombra is that they should give her at least a meter where, I can hack this guy, and if he shoots me enough times, then my hacking will be destroyed. You know, if they did that, that would be actually way better, because Sombra would actually be, I don't know, playable in the Overwatch League. Another character that I think can destroy the GOATS meta, he had so much potential, was Baptiste. But the more I look at Baptiste's ability, I think, wow, this is just an Ana with 20 grenades with no cooldown. Because if you strip away his Exo Boots, you take away his Immortality Field, he's just Ana. Legit, he is just Ana with a burst rifle. It sucks. And I'm not saying Ana's bad either, by the way. Ana is super good. I have to sneeze. Now, I'm not saying Ana is a bad character. I have to sneeze again. Now, I'm not saying Ana is a bad character again, but they could have honestly fixed Ana a little bit more, because Ana is super, like, easily countered by Deva. And I think Deva is the main problem with a lot of, like, heroes wanting to counter the GOATS comp, because Deva is just the main pillar. If you don't have a Deva, she can't eat the Graviton Surge. She can't eat a. But if you have a Ryan, if you have a really good Ryan, he can just walk in front of it, and you know that's pretty much a little bit of a play. But if you have a Deva and you want to play anything else besides the GOATS comp, oh boy, you are in for a bad time. Wait a minute, can Deva eat the Molten Core? Oh, yeah, she can eat the molten core. Alright, well, Deva's over fucking powered. The problem between the GOATS meta is obviously Deva, because I mean, she could just eat everything. Like, she can legit, look at this list. She can eat a whole lot of shit that isn't, you know, physical attack, because she can't eat a shield bash. But it's gonna take a Brig a hell of a lot just to kill a Deva, believe me. They hype up Reapers like, oh, we buffed Reaper's healing output, so whenever he shoots someone, he gets health back. Like, they buffed that up. I'm glad my boy Reaper is getting a lot of health. But if you have a Deva on the other team, she can eat the Death Blossom. She can eat the Hellfire shotguns. Reaper is just useless. I want to go back to the dive comp, mostly because it was just everywhere. Like, you didn't know what was happening over there, and it required actual skill to play dive comp, because you have to put up a strategy, you know? Like, we're not just gonna go in there willy-nilly. Like, you have to actually coordinate, and I really like that about the dive comp. It's just sad that we do not see that a hell of a lot, and it's very prevalent in the Overwatch League that even everyone, even the fucking commentators are like, oh well, we're not gonna see anything else besides the GOATS comp. Oh man, I wonder what we're gonna see now. Oh, GOATS comp. It just sucks. Overwatch is in this rut of just this constant meta change, right? And right now, GOATS is the worst. It is worst. Could you imagine being on a professional team and playing GOATS, playing one character for 8 fucking hours, and then all of a sudden you go to the tournaments, and let's say you're playing against Chengdu Hunters, and believe me, they will play a different comp than GOATS comp. They choose, I don't know, fucking Wrecking Ball, or like a different comp, like a Pharah. Like, you could counter that with Deva, but she does a lot of damage. Pharah does a lot of damage. God damn, I love Chengdu Hunters. They play so differently. I fucking love them. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. That was a weak slap. Holy shit. Fuck. There we go. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, please leave a comment on videos. And also, I want to hear in the comment section down below, who is your favorite Overwatch League team? And if you're not watching the Overwatch League, just pick one because, I don't know, you like the character's skin. My favorite team is the San Francisco Shock, and I know if you say your favorite team is Vancouver Titans, fuck you, I know that's not real. Fuck you, I know you're not real about that. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys real soon. But until then, don't be a stranger, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!